Hey guys, so today we're going to have to use our momentum equation to find the mass of a boat here. Okay, so they give us some information, but that we're going to have to use to solve. Okay, so they tell us that the mass of a rock is 0.072 kilograms. Okay, now the velocity, they don't tell us straight out the x and y components, so we have to solve for that. They just tell us generally it's going 13 meters per second at an angle 15 degrees south of east. So we have to use our trigonometry to solve for that. So the x is going to be, the initial x component velocity is going to be 13 cosine 15, okay, which is going to give you 12.56 meters per second. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for the velocity initial y of the rock, which is going to be negative 13 sine 15. Again, negative because it's going down in a negative direction, of course. And we're going to get negative 3.36 meters per second. Okay, now, of course, the boat, they don't tell us how much it weighs. That's, of course, what we have to solve for. But they tell us the velocity initial in the x is 0, and in the y is 0 as well. Okay, the boat is stationary. It's not moving. Now, that's initial. Now, final. Okay, we know. Again, the boat is still, we don't know how much it weighs, but the final velocity of the boat is going to be 2.1 meters per second in the x direction. Okay, they don't tell us the y, but for now we just need the x. Now for the rock, again, the rock still weighs 0.072 kilograms, but the velocity final x, they tell us that it's moving 11 meters per second at 12 degrees north of east, so we just turn that into some trigonometry here. 11 cosine 12, and that's going to give us 10.76 meters per second. Again, same thing with the y component. 11 sine 12 is going to give us 2.29 meters per second. Okay, so now that you have all that solved out, we can just plug all this into our momentum equations, and so you just plug in for the rock 12.56 times 0.72. Again, that's in the x direction, plus 0 of the boat, because mass times velocity, the velocity is 0, so it's just going to be 0. And for the initial momentum in the x is going to be 0.904 Newton seconds. Okay. Now for the momentum final in the x, we're going to just still be plugging everything in first before we use 12.56, because that was the velocity initial in the x for the rock, and now we're going to use 10.76 because that's the velocity final of the rock. Okay, now times 0.072, because that's how much the rock weighs, plus the mass of the boat, times 2.1 meters per second, and of course we know that it's gonna equal 0. So we just solve, okay, for m, and we see that m is gonna weigh, the boat is gonna weigh 0.06 kilograms. Thank you.